Everyone reads this week's Parshat Tetzave, last week's Parshat Truma, as well as Vayakel and Pekude in 2 and 3 weeks from now, and has the same question. The emphasis on the details of the construction of the Beit HaMikdash is overwhelming, nearly beyond explanation. There are about 400 psukim just describing the process of the construction of the Mishkan. There are other places in Torah where we would love another word, 2 words, 3 words, just to tell us what's going on and what the Torah is talking about. But we're told, no, the Torah is extremely concise, doesn't say anything it doesn't absolutely need to say. Then you get to Truma Tetzave, Vayakel, and Pekude, and you say, it feels like we're repeating things. It feels like we're saying a lot we didn't need to say, and repeating that again and again and again. And the question, of course, on everyone's mind is, why is this necessary? It's very difficult to go word by word and say, oh, this is necessary because of this, and this is necessary because of that. But if you zoom out, I think that you can appreciate a really beautiful theme in Sefer Shemot. Really, there are kind of 2 halves to Sefer Shemot. Maybe you could divide it into 3 parts, but I think there are really 2 halves to Sefer Shemot. The first half is everything HaKadosh Baruch Hu does for Klal Yisrael in the most unprecedented and unparalleled manner. From the Makot, to Yetziat Mitzrayim, to Kriyat Yamsuf, to Ma'amad Har Sinai, we see HaKadosh Baruch Hu and His involvement in our lives in such an overwhelming fashion. We had never seen anything like it beforehand. We'll never see anything like it again, most likely, or we haven't since. With that in mind, I think we can better appreciate how the second half of Sefer Shemot is basically the exact opposite. The first half of Sefer Shemot is 100% focused on what HaKadosh Baruch Hu does for us. What the Mishkan is the focus of the second half of Sefer Shemot, everything that we do for HaKadosh Baruch Hu. And what we understand is, maybe HaKadosh Baruch Hu helped us get started, but ultimately, this is not what we're about. We're not here to say, God, give me things. God, do things for me. We're here to ask HaKadosh Baruch Hu, what can I do for you? Our job in this world is not to be the recipients of this relationship. Our job in this world is to be the workers, the Ovdei Hashem. Our job is to give. Our job is to do. Sefer Shemot really represents that. The first half, maybe from HaKadosh Baruch Hu's perspective, and how much He loves us, and how much He cares about us, and how much He does for us. And the second half is written from our perspective, which is how much we love and care about HaKadosh Baruch Hu, and how much we're supposed to do for Him. Really, the transition, and this is the kicker, is Matan Torah. And this is in 2 ways. Matan Torah facilitates our independence. Matan Torah facilitates us transitioning from the stage of recipients of God's goodness to the givers, to the workers for God. Matan Torah empowers us not to be a nation sitting back and letting God take the wheel, but empowers us to be the nation who takes the wheel and drives things forward. And this is even more specifically identified in Yitro and Mishpatim. Yitro being the overwhelming Matan Torah experience, and Mishpatim being the more detail-oriented mitzvot. And the idea is that all of Sefer Shemot represents this brit. All of Sefer Shemot represents this covenant. HaKadosh Baruch Hu comes to us, gives us the Torah, and empowers us to come to Him. And so, it's very difficult to look at every word in Truma Tetzave, Vayakel, and Pekude and say, oh, I know why this is necessary. But if you zoom out, you realize, oh, the whole second half of Sefer Shemot is just talking about, here's what you have to do for HaKadosh Baruch Hu. You're building His home in the world. You're bringing Him into this world. The first half of Shemot, this is everything HaKadosh Baruch Hu does for you. Now it's your turn. Now you're empowered. Now you have the Torah. It's about what you do for HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Building His home and bringing Him into our world. And that is a beautiful transition right into Vayikra, which is the daily service of HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Shabbat Shalom.